Hey guys, I just woke up, but I want to make a video that I think is kind of important for men and boys. Um, and it's about sexuality and embracing who you really are. For me, I don't really believe in sexuality. I don't believe that sexuality is a real thing. I think we're all attracted to what we're attracted to, and we like what we like. But I honestly don't think sexuality is is as important as a lot of us make it out to be. And something before I really get into that, I want to talk about masculinity and femininity. Is it yeah, femininity? If you're a man or a boy, it's really important to embrace both sides, both aspects of yourself, your masculine side and your feminine side. If you want women to like you and you want to be, a good ally to women and have a lot of women in your life that care about you and respect you, it's important for you to be able to embody their energy, and instead of just always having this masculine energy, you need to have feminine energy as well. Not too much feminine energy. If you only have feminine energy, then you'll struggle to be able to do your part as a man, be able to protect and to go after what you want and to protect what you love and all those different kinds of things, you know. But it's also important to be able to have your feminine side so that you can be able to receive and be able to look after yourself and take time to yourself, and also so you can be able to empathize with women and understand them and be able to understand their worlds more. You know, for me, like if someone calls me like a girl by mistake or say something that's like feminine towards me or whatever, I just go with it. I don't really take it too hard because I know who I am. And really, the way how I view myself is I'm not too attached to my body. And what I mean by that is I'm not too attached to who I am in like the 3D sense of things. I just appreciate my body. I'm a man, but I'm drawn to what I'm drawn to, and I like what I like. And I identify more of my soul than my body. And every soul is sexless. Souls don't have sexes. Um, and a lot of beings who are more spiritual um, are less, like they're balanced in their masculine and their feminine side. And also, it's a universal law to be balanced within your feminine and your masculine side. So if you're a woman and you're just super feminine, or if you're a man and you're super masculine, it's not really healthy for you, and you won't be able to live your ideal life because you need the best of both worlds. It's really important. Because if you're feminine and if you're a woman and you're only feminine, then you will often feel unbalanced, or you'll feel left out, or you feel like things are unfair or whatever, because you are missing out on your masculine qualities, and you're not embracing your masculine qualities, and due to that you're missing out on certain aspects of life. Same thing if you're a male, you may feel asked out if you're only embracing these masculine sides of you and you're not embracing your feminine side. You may wonder why life isn't working out for you in certain aspects. It's because you need to embody both of these sides. Embrace them both. Everyone has the potential to, um, and they should be able to. But a lot of people put each other down for embracing the opposite sex, and it's very interesting. It's not a good thing to do. Um, and spiritual beings are very great at embodying both sides. Um, yeah, but back to sexuality. To me, sexuality is not a real thing. You're drawn to what you're drawn to. You like what you like. And I really feel like spiritual beings and artists and anything that's very soul driven, they're often, if you talk to these people, you often realize that they're usually not as, like straight, not, what's the word? They're not as, like, their sexuality is more fluent. They may be into women, or maybe into, like, they might be a woman that's into men, or a man that's into women, but they may be more open-minded as well, like, because for a lot of spiritual beings, they're more so attracted to a person's soul than they are to a person's body, because the soul is what matters most. Because someone can have a nice body or whatever, or be attractive person, or they can look similar to you, but it doesn't really matter if you can't relate to them, you can't understand them, and they don't really like who you are in spirit. It's like with my cousin, like, she's a decent looking young woman, but she doesn't value what's in my soul. And a lot of my family's like that. They don't value what's in my soul. They just see me for who I am as a person. And that's not really all that pleasing, it's better to be accepted by those who really care for your soul and care about you in spirit, who you really are, your soul essence of yourself. Those are the people I really value, and I'm very drawn to. I'm very drawn to people who can pick up on my energy and value my energy, you know? And regardless of the sex, I show love to men, I show love to women. I hug men, I hug women. I check up on women, I check up on men. It's not just a one-way street to me, because to me, they're both the same. Both sexes are the same, but I'm just naturally attracted to women. If I was naturally attracted to men, then I'll be more focused on men, um, romantically, but I'm very drawn to women, so that's just what I'm into, because that's what I'm drawn to. But, everyone's different, but it's really important to go after what you like, and go after go after what you like, and embrace what you like. Don't feel like you have to be like everyone else. Be yourself. Let your soul be free, and like what you like, and embrace yourself, and just be yourself. If you're flamboyant, be flamboyant. If you're homosexual, be homosexual. If you're lesbian, be a lesbian. If you're pansexual, asexual, all these different things, bisexual, demisexual, embrace it. Be who you are. Don't feel pressure to be anything other than that. You know, just because you're a man doesn't mean that you can't be emotional. Doesn't mean that you can't love yourself and appreciate yourself and take care of yourself and be there for yourself and be there for others. And be into things that aren't necessarily manly or macho. Be into what you want to be into. And the same thing for women. Just because you're a woman doesn't mean you can't be into, like, more like masculine things. Um and be stern in your body. I think it's really important for both sexes to get familiar with the opposite gender energy that they embody. It's very important because it can really strengthen you, and it can really hold you down. If you want to be very strong by yourself, before you're introduced to other people and bring other people in your life, it's important to understand both aspects of yourself, and that's your masculine side and your feminine side. So it's really important. Whatever you are, be wherever you are. Just be good to the person that you're with. Be good to the people in your life. If you're gonna have sexual relations with people, be safe about it. If you're going to have sexual relations with people, be honest about it. Don't cheat on people, don't use people, don't exploit people. And if you're going to love someone and have someone in your life, and you really love and care about them, then you should be able to embrace them, and you shouldn't be embarrassed of them and that they're in your life. You should love them for who they are. Don't make things a secret. Just embrace them and be there for them and love them, and they will do that for you, you know? Don't try to abandon people or hide yourself, because you're doing something that the general public or maybe your demographic or a certain community doesn't like. Who cares? If they don't really appreciate you for who you are, that means they don't really love you in the first place. So if you embrace who you actually are, then you'll come across people who actually love you for who you are and will give you the love that you need, and they will look after you and they will defend you. And you should definitely be defending them as well. Don't try to fit in. It's not worth it. You're just gonna feel empty. Fit in with people who don't care about you. A lot of us have this already with our families. You know, I never really had a problem embracing myself and being myself, my natural self, because I never really saw the point of not doing that. I always liked it, and the artists I used to listen to and look up to, they were like that as well. Like, like Cuddy and like Lil B and like Tyler, the creator and stuff like that. Like, they all were really like that. Even like ASAP Rocky, a lot of artists I really liked. I was always into like artists and people who were just be themselves. So I was always into it myself. So I never really had a problem with that. And a lot of times my mom would be upset at it because she wanted me to just be normal. But, I wanted to be myself. But yeah, embrace both qualities of yourself. It's gonna make you feel way better and way stronger. Don't just max out like on masculinity. Guys who think they're just a super macho masculine guy, they're big and all these different things. You're not as strong as you think you are, mentally, physically, or spiritually. You're really not, because you need your feminine side to balance you out. How can you expect to really be there for a woman or really love a woman or have an ideal relationship if you can't embrace your feminine side? You can't embrace a woman. You can't understand a woman. Same thing with a woman. How can she truly understand a man if she can't embrace her masculine side? How can she understand that perspective if she only wants to be feminine? How can he understand a woman's perspective if he only wants to be feminine? Toxic femininity, toxic masculinity, it's not good for social situations. Maybe if you just want to be alone, it might work. But if you want to incorporate other people in your life, you need to be balanced. It's very important. Don't think that being a super macho man or this super feminine woman is going to be good for you socially. It really won't be, because you need to be balanced. It's very important. And embrace who you are and love who you are. And, don't be ashamed of who you are. You're here to be yourself. You're not here to be like everyone else. You're here to be who you're supposed to be. And understand, like I said, sexuality is not a real concept. It was made. A lot of people who don't have souls like that, they just do like the masculine and the feminine thing and the like the animalistic thing. But those who have souls, they either embrace their souls, or if they don't, they feel really ashamed or uncomfortable or sad or just empty or whatever, because they're not being their true selves. If you're gay, be gay. If you're lesbian, be lesbian. If you're bi, be bi. Just go be who you want to be so that you can live the life that you're supposed to live. Take care. I love you all.